Boy, are you guys gonna hate how I sound today. Boy, are you gonna hate how I sound today. Okay.
No.
Don't call her. I really don't have like any. I don't have anything to do. I'm good. What the? What's happening? We have to do this for the bats. We have to do this for the bats. Thank you, Pancracio, for the 5 gifted memberships. I've been smoking for 70 years. I've been gurgling nails for 25 years. Hello, Nora, how are you? Ok, ahí te va el español. Bienvenidos todos al canal Kokorumi VT. Aquí voy a empezar por hablando de cómo he estado fumando un paquete de cigarros 3 veces al día por 70 años. Set a daily goal for them. You sound like a grandma low-key. Do you guys not want to watch something together? Can you hear me though? Can you hear me okay? Right? Hi, hello Mel, how are you? You can hear me fine, right? We can hear you, okay. Concuerdo. I'm gonna make some tea later. This is so insane. What did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? Hold on 1 second. I gotta take a quick coughing. It's the way. It's the way. Your boy came in here and said, holy. Then Sean and Brad after said, oh my god. Okay, 1 second. Oh my god, it's so bad compared to last stream. I know. I do not understand shitting. ¿Ya te tomaste su té? ¿Todavía no? ¿Todavía? ¿Ya viste lo que hizo Rick? No, no lo he visto. Do you hear how it sounds like there's 2 voices talking at the same time? That only goes away if I whisper. Otherwise, it sounds like 2 people are talking at the same time. Do you hear that? Doesn't it sound like that? I have some cough drop. Oh, I have a cough drop too. I took a really warm shower. And it helped me so much. I'm thinking that the humidity like helped me. Well, you know, there's 2 bats. There's 2 bats inside of me. The one that grows is the one you feed. Hearing voice. Wow, estaré regalando un disco nitro en el servidor de Coco. No avisaré, solo lo dejaré. Así que atentos. Pancracio said that he will be giving away Discord Nitro in the server. He's not gonna say when. He's just gonna drop it. Gracias, Pancracio. Gracias. Gracias por... Gracias por los 4 meses. I hope you're doing well. I don't deserve to be bald. That's a good idea. Ahora vete a dormir. Tómate unas pastillas. Is there a doctor in here? Do I have like laryngitis? What's happening to me? You think tomorrow? You think tomorrow I can talk? You think tomorrow I'll be able to talk? Wait, if I start yelling, I sound like Mickey Mouse. If I start yelling, if I start yelling, I sound like Mickey Mouse. If I start, hold on. Ah!
I'm sick.
I'm sick. Do you guys want to watch something together? I smell good. I'm covered in lotion. Okay, let's watch some. We can probably sit here. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do when we're sick? Maybe just watch something? It's been 40 years. I'm not gonna let you go. Gracias, Pancracio. Okay. Open up Google Chrome. YouTube. And then we can watch something. How am I not signed in? Scary compilation. What about... What about... Oh my god, that's so fucking loud. Okay, hold on. I sit here. Boom. What do we do? What do we do in the shadows? Marathon. We could do that. I think we could. There's also this. Hold on. Yeah.
That prehistoric Earth is a trove of mystery and wonder. It seems like the further we go back, the crazier things get, and the world looks less and less like the one we occupy today. And because of this, the past has become an interesting time to imagine, especially thinking about what time traveling to back then would be like. Yet, if there really was a magical button that could fitness and further mobility issues, to the iconic mosasaurs, it was actually one of the largest members to have appeared. It takes a interesting time to imagine, especially thinking about what time traveling to back then would be like.
Okay.
Yet, if there really was a magical button that could permanently send you back in time, I am sure you'd be hard-pressed to, well, press it. Or at least I would, as it doesn't take a genius to figure out that prehistoric Earth was exceptionally brutal, and home to many tough sons of a gun.
That
Dinosaurs, saber-tooths, woolly mammoths, mosasaurs, etc., etc. You get the picture.
I don't think
Their
we're supposed to
sizes,
look at
feet,
lizards
and
like
durability are
dead
all
on
legendary.
like that.
But sometimes it takes a real unique fossil to remind us of just how metal they truly were. And I would say the most famous examples of this are perhaps those that showcase two animals stuck in eternal battle, like the infamous fighting dinosaurs. Intense, no doubt.
What?
But what I think actually demonstrates the true grit of prehistoric animals best are the specimens who bear gruesome wounds, scars, disease, etc., and yet somehow still manage to carry on, in some cases making full recoveries, and making me darn ashamed of how I react to blood tests. And because prehistoric animals were so bonkers, there's actually a long list of examples to choose from. But a pretty good place to start is with an animal that got its face literally snatched. Like, they're not snatched, their face was snatched, and yet somehow lived to tell the tale.
$12.22. Dinosaurs are super cool, but you know what's cooler? Bats. And protecting them, bat emoji, tea emoji, honey pot emoji.
What the fuck?
Virtuaroid just gifted 5 subs.
MDK, thank you so much for the $12.22 and the 5 gifted. Thank you. We have to protect the bats. You see what's happening to me? This is happening to bats worldwide.
A prognathodon.
Thank
Now,
you,
you might not have heard of this animal before, but it belonged to the iconic mosasaurs, and was actually one of the largest members to have appeared, with the longest specimens in record reaching about 12 meters or 39 feet from snout to tail, while being heavier than certain whales. So, obviously a chunkster, and even among mosasaurs, it was known for having strangely massive jaws that were backed by absurdly powerful muscles and thick conical pocket knife-sized teeth, which had a mix of serrations and smooth surfaces. And so, it's no shocker that this was a top predator, who found immense success in North America, Africa, Europe, and Australia throughout the late Cretaceous. And based on its teeth, the areas it lived, and direct predatory evidence, it is believed to have been a hunter of virtually everything, with one specimen alone showing gut contents consisting of fish, cephalopods, and turtles. So when you combine this range with the aggressive nature of mosasaurs in general, what you get is the realization that others of their kind were fair game from time to time, meaning cannibals. An absolutely gruesome example of this was seen in the specimen dubbed NHMM 2012-072. Discovered in the Netherlands, this prehistoric trooper had a pretty obvious wound, and that was that its face was essentially missing. To be more specific, huge chunks of its upper jaw, cortical bone, and parts of its premaxilla had all been stripped away by something ridiculously powerful. And given the size of the actual victim, it's presumed that said something was another mosasaur. Perhaps even a fellow prognathodon was to blame, who was trying to cannibalize our protagonist. Now, close your eyes and take a second to imagine what it would be like to have your upper jaw straight up annihilated. And not only this, but to have this happen in the wild, millions of years ago.
Become the streamer. Cute kawaii anime girl will now take over. Dinosaurs are cool.
Cute kawaii anime girl, I love you. Cute kawaii anime girl. I'm a big fan.
Go with no medical care. And just for the sake of imagination, you also have flippers instead of hands, so you can't even cover your fresh new gaping wound. Not super great chances, eh? And for most people, an obliterated jaw without serious medical intervention, or even would likely be fatal. But for this prognathodon, it was just another Tuesday. And despite this heaping hole where its face should have been, the specimen seems to have survived for a long time, with it showing signs of healing both in the surrounding tissue and the actual bones. However, obviously the healing would have been excruciating, as between the blood loss, screaming nerve endings, and massive tissue trauma, the inflammation was so intense that it caused enough pressure to seize blood flow in certain areas, leading to sections of its face becoming essentially dead tissue.
How are you?
And as if this wasn't enough, problems would also arise later on as bacteria seeped into this wound, causing infection. And though the prognathodon had survived the actual physical wound for an extensive time, possibly even longer than a year,
he died from an infection.
The subsequent bacterial infection might have been its undoing. Not through any organ failure, mind you, but rather the predator reached a point where it could just no longer operate its jaws, or what was left of it, and thus slowly starved. But let me restate, it was actually fine without the jaws, relatively speaking. It was just the pesky bacteria that officially ruined the party down the road.
That's insane.
Certified badass. But not every catastrophic injury eventually leads to this outcome. Some animals recover near 100%, and perhaps none show as much durability as the king of prehistory itself, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let me tell you, through the years, not one, but multiple specimens have proven that this behemoth truly earned its title. And actually, it's some of the most famous specimens that you probably heard of that bear the most gruesome pathologies that we know. Take Stan, for example. a titan of a Rex that was discovered in
definitely
1987,
worse than
living
yesterday.
66 million years ago.
I'm
and was about
definitely worse
11.8
than
meters
yesterday.
or 38.6 feet long. So, an absolute unit, and undoubtedly an apex
But
predator.
I'm happy to
But
be
as
here.
the skeleton so shows,
I also have
being
nothing
king
else
was
to do.
not
Like,
easy,
what am I
and
supposed to do?
Stan was riddled in numerous
Take a
wounds and
nap?
diseases. Off the
I want
bat,
to be here.
puncture marks were located on the back of the skull and ribs that were both deep and wide. It only fit the description of one tooth that we know of, a tooth of another T-Rex. Meaning, Stan fought horrific battles against other tyrants
Charles.
and yet
How are
lived to tell the
Did you
tale.
see that,
And
that
these
there's an
weren't
update
any
for
love
Mega
bites,
Bulk?
being absolutely deep enough to cause horrific pain. And in the case of the skull bite, a nasty concussion at the very
Violent.
minimum, as it was bad enough to puncture his brain case. Yet, apparently for Stan, this was light work, and not even the worst of it, as a third bite to the base of his skull
I am
showed signs
sick.
of having literally broken his neck. Now I think I need not tell you that a broken neck is typically fatal news. But
Yeah.
for a T-Rex, I guess it's just an unpleasant nuisance,
No
as
way.
it ended up healing over time. Now, the healing was by no means perfect, as the damage caused growth of excess bone and the fusion of two vertebrae, leading to certain chronic discomfort and mobility issues for the rest of Stan's life, making its long-term survival just that much more amazing. And if this wasn't enough, bites to his cheeks, jaw, and fractured ribs from blunt trauma were all on the menu as well. Even the tiniest of nasties didn't leave Stan alone, with round holes to his face implying that bone-eating parasites became a daily part of his life at some
What the
point too.
fuck?
And so, all of this together is clearly a lot, and no easy feat to survive. And yet, Stan managed to continue hunting and defending his territory, with the true insanity of all of this being that it wasn't these injuries that even eventually got him, rather, old age, with his estimated age at death being about 24 years old, which is very respectable for a large theropod. However, he ain't the only Rex to have gone through the ringer, and actually, the most famous one out there might have him beat, living far longer in spite of horrifying injuries.
What the fuck?
And yes, I'm talking about good old Sue.
Sue!
If you like dinosaurs, you've heard of Sue. But what I bet you didn't hear of was that its life wasn't all glamorous either, despite being queen. Or perhaps king. And throughout it, Sue endured what should have been career-ending injuries, so you could say.
What the fuck?
One such example was a badly damaged right shoulder blade that made the usage of the arm rather dubious, while the same limb also suffered a torn tendon at some point. And it's thought that this injury was actually inflicted during a struggle with prey, which in the T-Rex's case were also giants in their own right. And it seems that in the midst of battle, Sue also ended up with not one, but 3 broken ribs. And yet, of course, in typical Sue fashion, or perhaps T-Rex fashion, she survived well past this incident, with signs of healing being very obvious. Then on top of violent injuries, Sue also had to deal with multiple health ailments as well, most notably being that its left fibula was grossly enlarged, and she also had fused caudal vertebrae, both believed to have been caused by different infections that sprung up. Its massive tail was also fused and badly damaged, attributed to arthritis due to repeated injuries.
Oh my
Signs of
god.
gout, a complex form of arthritis, also affected Sue as well. And just for that final cherry on
She had
top,
bunions.
Sue, like many T-Rexes, like Stan, had holes in the front of the skull.
There's a
At first,
documentary about
these ones were
Sue.
thought to have come from a run-in with another tyrannosaur, or perhaps being due to a bacterial infection. Yet, after more analysis, the true answer became a bit more nauseating, which is that Sue likely had an infestation of parasites that burrowed into its jaw and feasted on the titanic skull.
My
And
god.
so, with all of this pathology, it's pretty insane that Sue could survive, let alone thrive. But of course, thrive Sue did,
What the
reaching
fuck?
full maturity and achieving a massive size, over 40 feet or 12.3 meters in length, while weighing up to 14 tons, making an African
despite
elephant
the
seem like a
parasites.
freaking shrimp. And then a final middle finger to its injuries, Sue also ended up living for a very long time, relatively speaking, only passing away at 33 years old, which makes Sue not only long-lived, but the longest-lived specimen ever recovered.
What?
Talk about an eventful life. But honestly, it wasn't just the kings and queens taking some heat, as there are a boatload of crazy dino injuries out there. And while I do want
Wait,
to come back to
Jesus.
them, I wouldn't
And
want us
Kokorumi.
mammals feeling left out, because we certainly dealt with some crazy BS too, including, by the way, prehistoric humans, who were obviously just built different.
We have to watch
And if you've
them
seen
for
one of my older
13.
videos, you know that Neanderthals in particular could be quite the metal bunch. And perhaps no Neanderthal specimen proved this as much as Shanidar 1, lovingly nicknamed Nandy, who I personally
Nandy.
think also goes down as the toughest fossilized hominin thus far. To set the stage a bit, Nandy was a roughly 45 to 65,000 year old Neanderthal that lived in what is now Iraq, occupying a cave, and lived such an extremely harsh life that it was even immediately clear to excavators, who quickly noted his severely deformed skeleton. Now, violence wouldn't have been a stranger to people back in those times, and it seems to have been responsible for at least a few of his ailments, including one of his prominent injuries that occurred early in life,
Blunt
a crushing
force
blow to the
trauma.
head, possibly from a blunt force weapon.
I
And let's just
fucking-
say
I'm a
this was no
forensic
walk into a wall
genius.
and accident kind of blow. It's rather a
stoic.
major
Oh, yeah.
violent strike to the left side of his skull, which not only shattered his left orbit, blinding him in his eye, but also left him with a permanent traumatic brain injury that caused various developmental issues and damaged the part of his brain responsible for controlling his right side. And this in turn might have led to some degree of paralysis, contributing to another major problem observed: his extremely shrunken, withered right arm and leg. That's also been blamed on a degenerative disease. And living like this
Oh my
certainly was
God.
not easy, as the withering of the limbs made him susceptible to even more accidents and injuries, which was reflected by the deformed arms, which bore signs of having been fractured in not one, but several places, maybe from a fall, and thus further impairing his muscle functionality. And though he would recover from this, it does seem that the break directly or indirectly led to the loss of his lower arm and hand, which were missing and might have been surgically amputated. So we're not off to a nice start for Nandy, and sadly for him, we are still at the start, because the list of problems remains long. Moving downwards, we see on his legs that each was broken in either a single or separate events. Now we don't have a clue as to what caused these breaks, yet they clearly made life just that much more painful for Nandy, and left him with a pronounced and bothersome limp, that would only be worsened by an additional foot injury wherein he fractured his right metatarsal. So here the poor man is, limping around with brain damage, can't see much. Oh, and he was pretty much deaf too, having exostosis, or lesions that completely blocked his right ear canal and partially closed his left. And together, this all left him limited in many of the senses from which we derive pleasure, and not even his taste was left alone, in a sense. As to compensate for his limited arm functionality, Nandy apparently used his teeth a lot more as tools, in order to grip or tear items, resulting in them being seriously worn down, and causing sensitivity to cold and heat, a poor bite, and certainly a painful jaw and headaches, making even eating an unenjoyable event. So at this point, he really didn't need any more problems. But just to round it out, his body also showed signs of suffering from DISH, which stands for diffuse idiopathic skeletal hyperostosis, and occurs when abnormal calcification, or bone formations, grow in various parts of the body, leading to pain, stiffness, and further mobility issues. So all in all, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that Nandy should have died very early on. And yet, he didn't, despite the pedigree of his problems, which says two things. One, someone owed this guy at least 100 drinks, and two, that he had some help, as there is no way that a Neanderthal, or let alone Homo sapien, could have survived alone with such injuries.
He probably had
Injuries that made his
siblings.
day-to-day life excruciating, or
Right?
prevented him from even completing simple tasks. And we do know that he actually didn't live alone, with the cave in which he was found containing at least 10 other individuals that presumably helped to care for him. And what this also shows, at least you could argue, is that his survival demonstrates a degree of empathy and love, because as one paleontologist put it, Nandy would not have been able to offer anything meaningful to the others, and thus was kept alive because they cared for who he was.
Oh my
And that
God.
Neanderthal healthcare sure turned out to be quite effective, as for Nandy defied the odds, and lived until approximately
No.
45 years old,
Until he
making
was
him an elder
40.
for the time, and in fact, the oldest specimen from the cave, which is truly impressive. And really, prehistoric humans in general are kind of known for being tough cookies. I mean, even large massacre sites show this, as deceased individuals typically had signs of surviving previous attacks, often shrugging off spear stabs, blows to the head with blunted weapons, and severe lacerations,
Yeah, someone must
which
have
in some
cared
cases
about him.
even took their limbs clean off. What's really interesting to me about the whole Nandy situation is that
It's like-
researchers basically said, well,
He
this
lived
proves
to be
cooperation because bro had no chance alone. And actually, the same logic has also been applied to another animal, in which socialness has often been a topic of debate, the Smilodon. Yup, just like the king of the
Smilodon.
Cretaceous, the king of the Ice Age could also have it rough, and no place shows this better than the La Brea tar pits, a predator trap
we
which to
should look
date
that
has yielded
up.
over 8,000 cases of paleopathology. Amongst them, you'll see
Predator
bacterial
pits.
infections, broken teeth from biting too hard, fractured bones, etc. But there is one specimen amongst the bunch that really sticks out, and is often considered the most striking example of this from the La Brea tar pits, LAC-MHC 131. This is actually a Smilodon fatalis pelvis discovered in the 1930s that can be nicely summed up as mishappened, with the right hip clearly being malformed in shape and heavily destroyed, while the left
Whoa.
side remained fairly normal, giving us a good contrast to
What
just
the
how
fuck?
banged up this pelvic bone really was. At first, it was believed that a traumatic injury had crippled the Smilodon in question, but after
bet
recent
it-
scans of
I
the
bet it
bone,
smells like
the cause was
fart.
revised to a devastating birth defect, where upon infancy, the pelvis started to remodel, and not in a good way, with the socket and ball joint being heavily impacted as well. And as one study described it, the joints were essentially obliterated.
Oh my God.
Overall, this was not good news for Diego. Albeit, it may not sound super fatal, seeing that in people today a broken pelvis, or a deformed one, is not necessarily life-threatening to an otherwise healthy individual. But the key difference here is that Smilodons just didn't have access to modern healthcare,
Yeah.
obviously, and their prey was pretty much exclusively giant megafaunal beasts like literal mammoths. Thus, a severely dysfunctional pelvis would be a
It's
literal
shaping.
death sentence,
Yeah, I'm
with it hampering the means of it grappling with large prey or chasing them down.
Instead of
On
mishap.
top of this, the inflicted Smilodon would have needed to sort out on how to defend territory and compete with other predators as well. Both
Well, don't
rather
they
unlikely
travel
stories with barely
in
functioning
groups?
legs. And yet, despite these hurdles, the specimen clearly ended up
Hello.
living into adulthood,
Hi,
something
Spectre.
deemed impossible for it to do if the Smilodon truly was a lone predator.
He's
And
not.
thus, some have referenced the specimen as strong evidence of gregarious behavior in saber-toothed cats, with the proposed idea being that its familial unit would share its meal and take care of defending territory. As like Nandy, this specimen would not be able to participate in many activities, even if it could somehow get over the functionality problems, as the banged up pelvis also likely resulted in chronic debilitating pain.
Oh,
So yes, we mammals have suffered our fair share. But I do want to bounce back to dinosaurs
I'm
again,
professional.
because I
How
can't
are
lie,
you?
they've got some even crazier stories. Remember the prognathodon from earlier who got his
don't
face
listen.
snatched? Well, there's a dinosaur that got his or her head snatched, and yet lived to tell the tale.
Cap.
This
Hello.
story begins
There's
60,000
no
million
way.
years ago in the Hell Creek region, and evolved an adult
Okay,
in
to be
Montosaurus
fair,
and
if this is one of those situations where you cut its head off and it still lives, okay, hear me out. If head cut off and survive, zombie, okay? If head cut off and survive and not zombie, insect. You know what I'm saying? I'm being nerfed. I just want to talk. And I sound like I just want to talk. All I've ever wanted to do is yap. What's happening to me?
a species of hadrosaur, who are often slept on, but definitely shouldn't be, because the adults were massive giants,
Hello, Mr.
with
Stringer.
individuals routinely rivaling the size
How
of
are you?
elephants. And they were certainly a hardy lot, demonstrated by our specimen in question, who came in the form of a skull, or should I say, part of a
Watch
skull,
it.
as
Dairy
overall
Queen.
a
Ooh,
huge
yum.
chunk of it was just gone. To be precise, a section of its right brain case had violently been removed, with large drag marks around the wound, implying that a powerful bone-crushing bite was to
They
blame.
were a bird.
And the affected area wasn't just wide, but deep as well, exposing parts
Deep
of the
and
soft
wide.
tissue underneath. So I guess you could say, you really could have dove into the mind of this dinosaur. Jokes aside, catastrophic injuries putting it lightly. And it was probably even worse than simple bone removal, as along with the skull they found a patch of essentially fossilized skin and meat that came, by the way, from above the victim's right eye, and was seemingly stripped clean off, with the eye possibly being removed as well. And so another way to think about this is that this guy got hit so hard by something that its bone left its body and then took a bunch of meat and skin with it. Yeah, a little bit nasty. And this all begs the question of what could really do something so devastating to an elephant-sized behemoth in Hell Creek in the first place.
What the fuck?
And there's really only one answer. The Tyrannosaurus straight up bit its face. Now, getting headshot by a T-Rex surely is not fun, and usually fatal, yet somehow it wasn't in this case, as the Edmontosaurus showed clear signs of bone growth and healing, indicating it was an actual
What?
case of failed predation in the late Cretaceous, despite again the fact that its head was, nearly ripped off. So yeah, unsurprisingly this specimen probably takes the cake for dinosaurs when it comes to surviving singular injuries. Yet, I can't talk about pathology in dinos without mentioning the walking triage unit, Big Al.
Who the
I
fuck is
sincerely
Big
hope
Al?
you've heard this name before. But in case you haven't, it is just about the most well-known Allosaurus out there. And while its fame has come from Al being
Allosaurus.
95% complete, he or she is also fairly well known for being extremely banged up. And it almost seems like Mother Nature had a Jurassic hit out on
All
Al.
KoKo
As through
wants
its
to
life,
do
the
is
Allosaurus endured a
yap.
whopping
Unfortunately,
19
she
different
is
major
patient
injuries.
0. So cute kawaii girl will just have to yap for her. Dinosaurs are definitely made sturdy. They can live though a lot, except a meteor.
Except
that covered large parts of the body. This included multiple rib fractures and breaks, a ripped right hand, a punctured hole to its shoulder, numerous infections, including in the jaw by the way, fused vertebrae
I
from
hate
traumatic
laughing
collisions,
silence.
a broken
Hate
tail,
it.
and a damaged gastralia, which are bones that support the abdomen. So, lots of tummy aches for Al. It's believed that many of these ailments came from falls or scraps with prey, and possibly competition, and shows us just how much of an active life Allosaurus has had, plus how hardcore they could be, as none of the injuries I mentioned actually killed him. But that said, one finally did. The 19th, which came in the form of a badly broken left foot that likely happened again during another hunting accident. Now, the broken bones themselves would have limited Al, but the true problems kicked in when the wound became severely infected. Infected to the point the bone essentially started to rot, making walking exceedingly hard, if possible at all. And Big Al presumably eventually starved from this because it was unable to hunt. And what's quite ironic about all of this is that years after Al's discovery, a second well-preserved Allosaurus was also discovered, who was subsequently then named after it. And thus we got Big Al too. And it coincidentally turns out that it too, pun intended, was riddled in injuries, as showcased by this diagram. Similar to Al numero uno, it's thought that this specimen earned its scars in battle via scraps with prey and foe alike, with some damage to its face even being attributed to facial biting from fellow Allosauruses. The big difference with it, though, is that unlike the original, Mr. 2 suffered a major foot injury as well, yet survived that ordeal and reached full maturity, as opposed to Al 1, who died as a sub-adult. Yet, fate would catch up with number 2 regardless, as in adulthood it suffered a severe fracture to its ischium, a bone that supported the pelvis and numerous muscles, and from this, it never recovered. But how this happened is a complete mystery, especially when considering that this kind of break is almost never seen in large theropods, so pretty odd. Now, I could go on and on about dinosaur pathology, but there is one more interesting non-dino that I want to end with. As stated with the first Big Al, its death apparently came from a single foot injury. And no doubt if you found yourself limited to just one leg, you'd be in for some trouble. And if both legs were out of order, well, good luck. But then let's say, just for laughs and giggles, your arms were incapacitated too, which in this case, there really ain't much you can do. Well, I guess that only applies if you're human, that is. Apparently. Since in 1948, paleontologists stumbled upon a specimen that defied those odds. A one-of-a-kind Smilasuchus.
Died of broken ass is so funny. Hold on. It's throttling. Alpha pig. Okay. It should be okay. Okay.
First discovered, it wasn't its pathologies that gripped the attention of the team, but the size and preservation of the animal in question, which was a giant Triassic-dated phytosaur that could even rival the megacroc seen in the Jurassic and Cretaceous, with adults measuring up to 12 meters or 39 feet long. And being a phytosaur of this size meant that this specimen would have been one robust, mean killing machine.
An alligator.
And big if, it hadn't been for some pretty limiting injuries. Across its titanic body, the team found not one, but 8 bones in bad shape that were covered in extensive exostoses, which, if you recall, are bony growths that can occur after direct trauma, highlighting that this phytosaur endured some breaks and fractures, which then became infected. But that's not too crazy compared to the other examples just yet. But what was highly odd, and unfortunate for the phytosaur, was that all 8 of the afflicted bones were concentrated to the limbs, and literally all 4 of them, with not a single one being spared, with its left humerus, right ulna, and then both of its femora and fibula bearing damage, plus at least 2 metapodials. Now, it will be almost impossible to ever say just how exactly this phytosaur ended up with such varying pathologies, but interspecific competition has loosely been cited before, and we do see that in some modern reptiles, limb biting is not unheard of. However, with this said, you would expect something this big biting another one's limb to result in amputations, not just broken bones. But because phytosaurs were much more extensively armored than even modern crocodiles, it is possible that blunt damage from bites was an actual possibility. And one aspect that clearly supports this is that it would have been virtually impossible for this specimen to have received all of its injuries in just one event, with the spread nature just being too coincidental. Therefore, we can just say that it simply suffered from exceptionally bad odds. And these poor odds were only exacerbated by the time the phytosaur lived in, the late Triassic, a brutal era with arid conditions, significant droughts in the area it resided, and numerous competing predators. However, the fact that it didn't die from one messed up limb, let alone 4, is a prehistoric miracle. And not only did it survive in this state for a few days or something, but at the very least, several painful months. And that's only after receiving its final wound. In other words, it could have been living with 2 or even 3 injured limbs for years prior, likely benefiting in some sense from its semi-aquatic lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
And the team also reckoned it benefited from the lower metabolic
that probably
rates
helped.
seen
Swimming
in
probably helped
which
a
allowed
lot.
it to live far longer than you'd.
It's I keep getting throttled.
Expect a mammal to if they were not able to easily get food. Yet, advantages aside, this individual is still an absolute unit to
bloodborne
keep chugging
today.
along with all the injuries that racked up. And in fact, it's commonly touted as being the most pathological specimen from the entire Triassic period, an achievement which I can't say I'm particularly jealous of, and proving just once more how absurdly resilient prehistoric animals were. Thanks for watching, and until next time, on Extinct Zoo.
Wow. Silly brat. Thanks, Sushirima. Thanks. Okay. That was interesting. I want to watch real cryptids. Fair use for I'm a professional critic. I am commenting, and I'm a professional.
Bye.
And and I'm a professional video reviewer. So
What is a cryptid?
that's what
Many
we're.
of you may already be
That's,
familiar
what,
with the
that's why
term,
we're watching.
but for
this.
those who aren't, a cryptid is an animal whose existence is unproven or
I'm
disputed by mainstream science.
professionally reviewing
Some
this.
cryptids are animals that we assume went extinct millions of years ago, but that some think are still out there, like megalodons lurking in the ocean's depths, or sauropods hiding in the Congo. Others are based on animals that disappeared more recently,
Oh,
like the
a
famous
Tasmanian
thylacine, also known as the Tasmanian tiger.
oh,
It's believed to
tiger.
have gone extinct in the 1930s or 40s, and despite the lack of concrete evidence that has surfaced since then, many believe it's still out there, hidden from view.
Oh, maybe.
There are many cryptids that have entered mainstream culture, like the Yeti, Bigfoot.
God forbid. Did he say despite the evidence that it's extinct?
40s, and despite the lack of concrete evidence that has surfaced since then, many believe it's still out there.
The lack of concrete evidence. God forbid we have some fucking hope and whimsy in our heart.
Hidden from view. There are many cryptids that have entered mainstream culture, like the
Exactly,
Yeti,
MDK.
Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, the Chupacabra, and the Thunderbird. Each of these creatures
All of
has
these are real.
stories that go back generations, and in some cases, thousands of years. While science rightly demands evidence, history shows that some animals which were
Ew.
once dismissed as legends are now accepted as reality. In this video, we're looking at 10 species that were once thought to be nothing more than tall tales, until scientists were presented with undeniable evidence
A
that they
panda.
were, in fact, real.
What?
For centuries, people have dismissed stories of large, undiscovered apes in remote forests. Yet not long ago, even the gorilla was treated as a myth. The word gorilla first appeared around 500 BCE in an account by Hanno the Navigator, who claimed to capture strange beings along the West African coast that
No
locals
way,
called
no.
gorillae. Most historians believe that he actually encountered a group of humans, not an unknown ape species, but the name gorillae would resurface centuries later. Over the next 2,000 years of human history, there are few outside references to large
way,
apes
really?
living in Africa. But that changed when an English traveler named Andrew Battelle was taken to the kingdom of Loango in what is now Angola and the Republic of Congo. He published his account in 1625, describing an animal that he called the pongo. Battelle wrote, "This pongo is in all proportion like a man, but he is more like a giant
Pongo.
in stature than a man, for he is very tall and hath a man's face, hollow-eyed, with long hair upon his brows. His face and ears are without hair, and his hands also. His body is full of hair, but not very thick, and it is a dunnish color."
What's a Danish color?
As natural history developed into a more formal scientific discipline in Europe, many continued to dismiss such reports of African apes as mythical or exaggerated. Well into the 18th and 19th centuries, missionaries, traders, and explorers continued to describe encounters.
I thought we were going to learn about actual cryptids. Lost media.
Justin on that the multiple artists from the time. You see, the thing is, on the side, so lightning that wouldn't go off in conclusion. The reason, filming 6 seasons.
What the fuck? I don't care. Scientists found the impossible T-Rex. TikTok disturbing a horrifying story of Jeff Epstein. 7 missing people. Internet mysteries. When dumb people get arrested at their jobs.
Why would I get escorted out?
Because you're not scheduled and you are refusing to leave.
You want to see the proof that I'm supposed to be home?
No, ma'am.
I'm not leaving.
Are you going to leave voluntarily or not?
I'm asking you, what am I being
You're under arrest for trespassing.
Sir?
I work full time.
Did she show up to her job unscheduled? Oh my god, that's like me when I get a yes stream.
I take care of 2 kids. What are you thinking? I don't even want to.
These are the times when dumb people get arrested at their jobs. Starting with this woman who somehow managed to trespass at her own job.
How?
On January 23rd, 2025. Officers from the Daytona International Airport Police Department responded to a trespassing call at an Amazon warehouse. But what the responding officer didn't realize was that he was about to meet the Jeff Bezos of delusion.
She's not scheduled, so.
All right, well, I'm just going to shadow you until you figure out where she's at. Is that okay?
Yeah. Hey, Alex, what is your location? Copy that. I am heading your way.
Why?
How long has she been employed here?
She was a seasonal hire, so I want to say
2 or 3 years.
maybe November.
Okay. Is she still seasonal?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a seasonal worker shows up to work unscheduled. Okay? And she won't leave? What the fuck? What? If I showed up to work and they were like, hey, you're not on the schedule, I'd be like, oh my god, God is real. God is real and he cares about me. And then I would go home and sleep.
She's right here with this one. Ryan, can you ready to put up your cart, please?
You said put up my car for what?
Put up your cart.
What?
Officer Sachs is here to escort you off the building.
I have the proof that I'm supposed to be here right now.
Diamond.
Show you the proof. Why would I get escorted out?
Diamond, because we just had this conversation, remember? I asked you to nicely come off the floor and you refused. I said, do I need to call the police? And you said, I'm a grown woman. And you were like, it's 12 for sex. So you're going to help me escort you off of the premises.
What would I be escorted out?
Because you're not scheduled and you are refusing to leave.
I have a picture that I'm scheduled for.
Diamond, you do not. I explained to you that was yesterday's shift.
No.
Please put away your car.
Do you want to see the proof that I'm supposed to be here right now?
No, ma'am.
I'm not leaving it. I'm on schedule. Like if I wasn't on schedule.
Diamond, I'm not going to continue having this conversation with you. I explained to you in detail. I showed you your schedule. I showed you the proof that you were not here.
This is Diamond, and if there's one thing you can't say about
Calling, why would you go? That's what I'm saying. Maybe she needed extra money. But like, calling the cops is kind of crazy. Calling the police is kind of insane.
her, it's that she lacks hustle.
You know what I would have done as a manager? I would have been like, okay, you can stay, but if you're not going to switch shifts with someone, then I'm not going to pay the extra labor for you to be here when you're not on the schedule.
She showed up to work on her day off, clocked in with no schedule, no clearance, and no chill. That's right. She literally tried to force her way into the building like Amazon Prime was waiting on her. Call it determination, call it dedication, but mostly call security.
I understand it's a misunderstanding, but you are being insubordinate and might ask to have you leave the site.
How am I being insubordinate?
Because I have asked you multiple times times. She'd clock out and go home.
I just told you I have proof.
Okay.
And I showed
I'm not having an argument with you. Officer Sachs is going to help me escort you.
Ma'am, if you can just gather up your stuff and leave.
No, I just need your device and your badge, please.
I think maybe.
Diamond, I don't need to see your proof.
Ma'am.
I'm about to show.
She does not give a fuck. Okay, here's the problem. I don't think you could tell her anything because Diamond does not give a fuck. She don't give a fuck about what you have to say. She's gonna show you that she's right.
And I have proof that I'm supposed to be here.
We've gone through this already.
I understand. So is there something we can do for you?
Alex is helping me with the situation. He had the conversation with me, asking her to leave the site.
Ma'am, how much longer will it be?
I'm on the schedule, so I don't know. I'm looking for it.
Are you actually logging into your app, or are you showing us a screenshot?
I'm showing you the screenshot.
Okay, so can we go ahead and step out off the floor, please?
Yes.
Diamond, respectfully, I've given you multiple seconds. Can we please step off the floor?
So what does Diamond do when confronted with the fact that she wasn't even supposed to be there? She pulls out her phone and starts scrolling through it like she's gonna magically find a schedule that tells her she's allowed on the property.
Okay, hear me out. If she really wanted, if she's really not just confused, okay, if she's confused, okay, great. If she's not confused, I would have photoshopped. Not that I would have, but she could have photoshopped. No, fuck it. I would have, if this was premeditated, I would have photoshopped a picture of me on the schedule and been like, I came all the way out here. Wait. I came all the way out here because you put me on the schedule. You got me fucked up if you're not paying for my time that I spent already here. Like, what?
Ma'am, you can't Google your way out of trespassing. The officer already has your work history pulled up on his little computer. Trying to argue with receipts in hand is both bold and dumb.
Can we just go to the lunchroom? That's not leaving the building, but it's in the lunchroom. That way we can all hear better, okay? Can you just walk this way, please?
Thank you.
Crawford said, oh my god, hold on. Crawford said, this kind of thinking is why you do Uber. This kind of thinking is why you do Uber. Bitch. Oh my god. It hurts so bad. Bitch, fuck you.
Okay, ma'am. How much longer is this going to take?
I'm just looking at it right now.
So have you found your schedule?
I'm looking for it.
Okay, ma'am, either you found it or you can't find it.
I'm not leaving because I'm supposed to actually be here today.
Well, I'm giving you an opportunity to show me this. How long is it going to take? Because I cannot wait all day.
Am I too woke? Because, guys, is it gay to show a little bit of compassion for her and maybe think that, like, something's going on? You know what I mean? Like, is it... Am I gay? Is it too woke? What if something's happening and she doesn't want to be at home? That's the first thing I would have asked that bitch. I would have been like, hey, is there a reason why you're here and not at home? Do you know you don't want to go home? Like, fellas, is it gay to check in on your fellow employee and see if maybe they aren't going home because they feel unsafe? Or like, you know what I'm saying? What if we ask her? Not a single... This small company can't afford to pay her for the hours that she worked, obviously, unscheduled.
Ma'am?
I'm just looking
I'm not going to wait all day, ma'am. What are you looking at?
at my schedule.
And are you supposed to be here today?
Yes.
Where does it say that?
We do have the schedule pulled up where it shows that she's non-scheduled.
Can you show me, please? Because she's not cooperating.
Yep, so that's where you can verify the name, insert the ID.
I'm sorry, his computer's very tiny.
I asked her earlier, has no trespassing been on for
They're whispering like she's not right there. They're whispering. This is me talking shit. at Marshall's and Target about somebody over here and pretending like they can't hear me. I'm like, damn. This bitch is, I'm not even joking. Actually, true story. True story. I was in Ross looking at those cat toys. You know what I'm talking? I just went there. The other day. And there's like rows of like really, really tiny rows where like, is the time finally here? Hello, Jamie, how are you? There's like really tiny rows to look at stuff. So like one person can go down the row and nobody else can. Okay, no one else can go down that row if one person's going down the row. So like, I swear to God, some bitch, I swear to God, they'll just go down the row while you're in it and pretend like you don't exist. And I'll just out loud, I'll be like, I know damn well this bitch is not gonna push me out the way. Like, I'm in the row looking at stuff. And people will come down the row looking down, eyes to the ground, never making eye contact with you, pretending they can't see you, okay? They can't see you. They don't know you. Their eyes to the ground. If they just pretend like they can't see you, then there's not a problem. So they're walking. And I'm like, we're about to have a head-on collision. We're about to have a head-on collision. If you don't get the fuck out of my way. I think it's so crazy. Because, like, you could just say, excuse me. You could just say, excuse me. Or you could be like, oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. No. This bitch is over here talking loud as fuck about her. That's crazy.
I have been authorized to get you on site. I can call and verify. Give me 1 second.
Ma'am, are you making any progress?
I'm looking right now.
Ma'am, you've told me that several times. I asked if you're making progress.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Yes, she said I have the authorization. You have the authorization to trespass.
Okay, can you say that in a definitive?
You sound like the KEKW guy. You can take a fistful of gochujang, Korean spice spread, and put it right up your asshole. Straight down your pee-pee hole. I was thinking today, I have some gochujang in the fridge that's been there forever.
Coco, they cannot afford to pay her. Amazon spent all their money on free subs for their Amazon Prime users. So everyone in chat can use your free subs from your Prime subscription on Kokorumi.
W Shill. Evening, folks. Hello. Hello, Itza. How are you? Hello, Squanch. They're gonna trespass her for one mistake. This just is crazy. Like, this girl loves drama. She's like so fucking excited to do this. She's like, yeah, get her out. Fuck you, Diamond. I would have been like, Diamond, look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes, bitch. You either leave the building or I'm gonna make you leave the building.
You want to trespass?
Yes.
Honestly, props to the officer for staying composed, because everyone, including...
They might be worried about potential accident. Why she's even at work? Not true.
The Amazon staff knew she was just playing games at this point. And still, the guy gives her a chance to just walk away with a
Wait. I know I'm pausing it. Look. Okay. What if this is a situation where, like, she's just so embarrassed that she's wrong that she was like, I'm standing 10 toes on this. You know what I'm saying? You ever been in a situation? I've been in a situation like that where, like, you were like adamant about something and then they prove you're wrong, but you're so embarrassed that you just pretend like you're still not wrong. You know what I'm saying? I've done that before. I've been like, I refute your evidence because I know I'm right. And then I go home and I'm like, I'm going to think about this for the next 30 years. I'm going to think about this for the next 30 years. Dang, first she beats Elden Ring, next game. Peek out at snowballs. Oh, that's cute. Props to the officer. Like, what? She wasn't doing anything. Probably more worried about her stealing shit. God. If it was a small, like, sure, but you could check her. Like, I'm sure you could check her person, see if she stole anything. But, like, I genuinely believe that she was just so embarrassed about being wrong that she decided to stand there and pretend like she wasn't wrong.
Shred of dignity, but she doesn't take it, because when you let your entitlement to drive the car, you usually end up crashing into handcuffs.
Can I have your attention?
Yes.
Okay, here's the situation. You either leave or they're trespassing you. And if you don't leave then,
I don't even understand what that means.
it means you have to leave.
I'm
You do not
supposed
have
to
a
be
choice.
on the premises.
No.
I'm
If they
supposed to
trespass you, you have to leave. If you do not leave,
I thought that was if I'm not on the schedule. If I'm actually on
the schedule has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it do.
Ma'am?
What am I trespassing for? If I'm not bothering nobody.
They
I'm
have
just doing
told you to leave for the day.
But I'm supposed to be on the schedule. So
That is irrelevant.
My schedule is about to be up.
That is irrelevant.
So I will leave as soon as it's over.
That is irrelevant. You need to leave. If you do not leave, you can be arrested for trespassing.
How can I be arrested for trespassing?
Because I will arrest you. So are you going to leave or not? Ma'am, yes or no? Are you going to leave voluntarily or are you going to be arrested for trespassing?
How am I be arrested when I'm on the schedule?
Oh my God.
Whether you're on the schedule or not is irrelevant to me.
How am I being trusted? That's not making sense.
Last time I'm asking, ma'am,
What am I?
are you going to leave
I'm
voluntarily
just
or not?
I'm asking you, what am I being trusted?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
Sir?
Ma'am?
Get off of me. I'm not doing
You
it.
are under arrest for
You
trespassing.
are not. No.
They're overreacting, and she's also fucking stupid. She's also fucking stupid. She's stupid as fuck. I don't know. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we got here. Okay, sorry, Mimi. I don't know how we got here. Okay.
Yes.
Why am I trespassing? Because I'm supposed to be on the
They've
property.
said you need to leave.
Sir, I'm walking away. Please don't touch me. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything to you, sir. I'm just on the front. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
Put the
no.
phone down. Put the phone
No.
down. Then turn over.
For what?
You are under arrest.
I'm on the schedule.
This
You are
is
under-
crazy. It's crazy. This is crazy. This is insane. Getting tackled by a cop and then going, and then they're like, turn over, and you're like, for what? Bitch, you are under arrest.
Arrest for trespassing and not complying.
Sir, I'm on the schedule. Sir, what's wrong with you?
Officer, I'm on the
arrest for
schedule.
trespassing.
I'm not doing anything, sir. I'm not touching you. I'm not yelling.
Generic sub-anniversary message I love you
I'm
Kokito.
about to. I'll leave.
Generic sub anniversary. Happy 10 months, Queen. Happy 10 months, my love. Thank you so much.
I'm on the schedule,
late.
sir.
Diamond decides to double down, argue harder, and act like she's being wronged. And before you know it, she's resisting arrest in the middle of a warehouse lunchroom like it's part of her job description.
You arrested me for being on the schedule.
Put your arm behind your back. You were asked multiple times to leave.
I'm being trespassed for being on the schedule?
Yes.
What am I doing? I'm on the schedule and I'm being trespassed. You just dropped me to the ground.
I have
and I'm
one in
not getting
custody.
aggressive.
Is there
Aggressive
backup
or I'm not
available?
doing anything. What am I going to jail for again? I'm going to jail for being on the schedule.
No, ma'am. You were told that you were not working today and you were to leave. You refused to leave despite multiple requests. A trespass was issued, you ignored it. You were under arrest for violation of trespass.
I'm on the schedule. How
There's so much more to this. Like, there has to be.
I have a bag. Can I call my mom?
No.
I cannot call my mom.
No.
And I'm supposed to be here.
You can call her after things have been worked out.
What needs to be worked out? I'm on the schedule.
Hey, Mitch.
What's going on? We just refusing to get up, or are we just, what are we?
She's under arrest for trespass. She's not supposed to be here today. She's refusing to leave the floor.
Okay, just do me a favor, roll over towards this knee and play it on the ground here to help you get up.
Money's clear, just have to Tuskegee Gate.
Sir, can I ask you to hold these items, these personal items? Please get in the vehicle. Watch your head. I'm gonna buckle you in.
Turns out, making up your own schedule doesn't just get you fired, it also gets you booked. She was charged with trespassing and resisting arrest. And a same-day...
If you ever get arrested... Hello, Zero, how are you? If you ever get arrested, okay? It doesn't matter if they're wrong, it's a mistake, anything. Just accept it. Just accept it. You know what I'm saying? Could you move the camera away? Okay. Are you raising me up right now? I have a disease, obviously. Can you hear me? I am diseased. I'm gonna give you COVID-5. I don't think you want this. I think so too, Pepper. Don't resist arrest. Even if you get a fucking lawyer. If there's a situation where you've been done wrong, you could probably get money out of it. So just go along with it.
Delivery to county jail. While Diamond was trying to work a shift she didn't have, Jenny was out here working everyone's last nerve.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's go, Jenny.
On January 31st, 2025, police were called to a local office regarding a woman causing chaos. Which,
she's my kind of woman.
Chaotic woman at work isn't exactly new. But when officers showed up, they realized they weren't dealing with your average meltdown. They had just entered the Jenny zone.
Injured? No. No? Okay. Can you talk over there, maybe? Yes. This is Jenny.
You have just entered the KoKo zone.
I'll talk to Jenny real quick. Hi, you're Jenny?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on today?
Nothing. I was telling my supervisor nothing's going on, and she told me that I seemed out of it, and I was like, I'm tired. I work 2 jobs. Like, it's Friday. Like, I have to go to my other job, my yoga studio, and clean up and go to work.
Sure.
That's it.
That's understandable. Did you physically go after anybody? Did anybody physically go after you?
I just kept asking them, like, what's wrong? Like, I didn't do anything. Like, what's wrong with
Jenny
it?
zone.
I just kept pleading to them.
Domain
like,
expansion.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do
Jenny
anything.
zone.
And that was it. But it wasn't anything like me being aggressive to them. Or at least I didn't think it was being aggressive.
Did anybody put their hands on you?
No.
Okay, and you didn't put your hands on anybody else?
No.
Okay. How much sleep did you get last night?
I got 8 hours.
You got 8 hours? What time did you start this job today?
It would have been at 7.
So 7 in the morning.
So when I woke up, it would have been 7. By the time I got here, it would have been 8.
Okay, and then you work what, 8 to
now?
8 to now. Okay. All right.
Jenny immediately tried to play the victim card like it had cashback rewards. Everything was unfair and she didn't do anything. But the officer was picking up something else.
I know for a fact ChatGPT wrote these comebacks. Make sure you go like and support the original creator. This is life. Okay, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the original creator.
Else entirely, like the strong scent of alcohol.
Yo, she's fucked up.
Before? No. They've never approached you?
No.
Okay.
Oh, this is new.
Okay. Have you had anything to drink?
No.
Okay. Are you somebody that does drink alcohol?
Occasionally, but not today.
Not today.
So
okay.
Especially not because I'm working.
Okay, so that's never something like you would go on your lunch break and maybe have a drink or anything like that. Okay. What about any type of like medicine you're on or anything like that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
So you just feel tired.
Could be, but this is every Friday. Like, this is something.
Every Friday I get fucked up, girl.
I mean, I'm Monday through Friday, and then so when I go and clean at the yoga studio, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it's not like it's just today.
Okay.
I've been doing this every Friday.
I mean, I feel normal.
Okay, this is your normal?
Yeah.
Okay, did they say anything as to why they thought you looked maybe not abnormal?
No.
Like you didn't fall asleep at
I
your
don't know why
desk
they
or anything
didn't.
like that? Okay.
I've been
Would you tell
drinking
me if
every
you had anything
day.
to drink, and I didn't tell your boss, just so I know medically what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And you're saying no alcohol, no type of drugs or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yes, you have, or no, you haven't?
No.
No, you haven't. Okay. You do seem a little off to me talking to you, but I don't know you. You seem a little like slow to respond, and your eyes are very glazed over. Were you crying at all?
Yeah, I was crying.
Okay.
Because of what
Further
they accused
away.
me of.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't even ask. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, so you're 32. How did you get to work
Oh,
today?
she's
By myself.
32.
I'm like,
What are we watching? Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Today we are watching when dumb people get arrested at their jobs. This bitch is fucked up at work. I'm pretty sure she's been drinking. We don't know.
coming to here regularly.
Okay, and you didn't drive or anything like that?
I mean, I drove.
Oh, you drove. You did
yeah,
drive.
of
Okay.
course.
You drove
That's what I'm
yourself
trying
home.
to tell you. Like, I drove
Okay.
here normally.
Okay. I've got to talk to my partner. I got to make sure nothing criminal happened. I don't think anything did. Okay. Then it's going to be more of an internal thing with your workplace.
Despite claiming she hadn't been drinking, her speech was more slurred than a drunk pirate's karaoke
No,
night.
it wasn't. Was it? Was it?
Normally.
Okay. I've got to talk to my partner. I got to make sure not to drive or anything like that.
I mean, I drove.
Oh, you drove. You did
yeah,
drive.
of
Okay.
course.
You drove
That's what I'm
yourself
trying
home.
to tell you. Like, I drove
Okay.
here normally.
Okay. I've got to talk to
I
my
don't
partner.
think it
I gotta make
was-
sure nothing criminal happened. I don't think anything did. Okay.
I
Then
don't
it's going to
think
be more of an
Am
internal
I
thing
stupid?
with your workplace.
Then a officer decided to run a few sobriety tests. Let's just say Jenny failed those tests before they even started.
The next thing I will have to do is make sure you're good
That
to
didn't seem
drive.
slurred to me
Okay,
either.
so you would be able to pass some field sobriety tests, or I could just get a PBT and you could blow into it and it should show all zeros, right? Or is it not going to?
No, at that point, that's whatever you guys think.
I just want to make sure you're good to drive. I sure wouldn't want you to get behind the wheel and then have an accident, and you don't need that in your life. So if I gave you a PBT test, would you blow zeros or no? You can just shake your head yes or no. I don't care. And I'm not going to tell your boss. It's not my place to tell your
I
boss.
mean, it's not my
concern
place
is
to
you-
tell anything.
My concern is you don't drive.
Oh, no.
You had too much to drink.
I mean, I'm fine right now, and there's nothing to...
Would it be, okay, how about this? Would it be best if you called a friend or a family member or an Uber to have you leave for tonight and come get your car later?
Sure.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Oh
like
my
that.
God,
I
yes,
appreciate
bitch,
that,
go
okay?
home.
Well, let me go
Wait,
talk
hold
to my
on.
partner, and
Okay.
then we're going to try to get
I
out.
can't.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yeah, let me get it.
My throat is super itchy. Hold on, my eyes are... I'll be right back. Hi, scary. Guys, I didn't know that my roommate left her door open. And Mimi went in there. But I don't see the other kitten, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if the kitten is in there and she's okay. I'll be right back. Bye bye.
Hello.
Bye bye. I'm back, sorry. We have like a Jack and Jill type situation with a bathroom. So like my entrance to the bathroom is in the hallway, and her entrance to the bathroom is from her bedroom, but it's the same bathroom. So her bathroom door open, right, to our communal bathroom. My bathroom door's open. Mimi's been sitting here, laying next to me for like the entirety of the stream, except for when I said sorry, Mimi, because she got upset with me. So she got up, and my bedroom door is like always cracked because I want her to be able to go out. I didn't realize that my bathroom door is open, and her bathroom door was open. So I see Mimi come out, and I'm like, why would she be in there? Why would she be in the bathroom? So I go into the bathroom. Lo and behold, sorry, the fucking door to my roommate's bedroom is open from the bathroom.
Mimi.
And I'm like, Mimi lets you use her bathroom chair. So I'm like, Mimi came out licking her chops. Okay, I just had a coughing fit. And Mimi came out licking her chops. I'm like, oh my god, she killed the other cat. So I don't even care. I just went in there. I got her to come out. Oh my god, that scared me. But I think Mimi went in there and ate her food. I think that's why she was licking her chops. Mafia Mimi. She was like licking her lips and shit. I was like, oh my god, she's probably dead. So I went in there. And she's alive and she's well. She's got her little flea collar on and everything.
Mimi.
She's okay. She played with me. Now she's eating her food. But I'm pretty sure that Mimi just went in there, that fat bitch. She went in there and ate some of her food. I'm like almost 100% positive.
Oh, no, you don't have to get it. Just, I don't want you to have a confrontation with them.
So they don't want to do anything other than have her leave.
Perfect. Okay, she's gonna, you wanna do an Uber?
I mean, I'm fine. I'm just telling you, like.
Oh my god. Another situation. Hi, doing Kermit. How are you? Thank you. No worries. Welcome in. They're planning on letting her leave. Oh my god, I can't. My voice sounds stupid. I'm gonna whisper. They're planning on. Fuck me. How do I TTS? How do I TTS? Hold on. How do I TTS? For fuck's sake. Can I like... TTS. Okay. Can you hear this? Can you hear this? Fuck me! That didn't work.
No.
Okay.
They are planning on letting her go. I don't understand how it gets escalated from here, like, except that you might be fired but not getting a DUI. They are planning on letting her go. I don't understand how it gets escalated from here, like, except that you might be fired but not getting a DUI.
Like, if you need... No, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm fine.
You're not fine to drive. I know that's what you're telling me, but I can tell by just the communication I've had with you, you're not okay to drive. Okay? So like the best plan is for you to get an Uber. Where's your phone at? Do you want to grab your stuff and call yourself an Uber?
Still, the officers tried to cut her a break. They politely asked her to call an Uber and leave. Sounds simple, right? But the moment Jenny reached for her phone, everything just blew up.
Is this your water bottle? Because it's leaking.
Friday fight night.
You drink a whole one in a day?
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Oh, good job,
Hey, we're not gonna have any. We're not gonna have any more of
Holy
this.
shit!
Let's walk out.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk out.
Good job,
Grab our stuff.
Keep walking.
Good job.
Keep walking.
Hey!
Alright, that's it.
Now you're
Water bottle full of vodka.
Hey, don't move. I'm gonna make this so they don't tighten up on you, okay?
Don't move. Is there an exit that way or no?
Oh, you.
Jenny, we're gonna get you up, okay?
I know.
We're not looking to fight with you, okay?
Oh, I know.
All right, I'm gonna help you up. Ready?
You go sit up. Now walk up. Yeah, can you just open a door for us, please?
Oh, can you?
I'll grab your stuff.
No.
I'll grab your stuff.
Officer, please.
I'll grab your stuff. Don't.
Oh, you ugly.
Let's go.
You ugly. You are disgusting. You are the most terrible manager ever. You never gave me key back. You were terrible.
No.
What? Yes. Stupid. I will you up. I will you up.
1382. Give me a second.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Did you get hit, man?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Maybe. When did that work?
The context is that she showed up to work fucked up.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Don't pick me up. You've already been charged with aggravated battery. Don't move, Jennifer. Don't move. Don't move.
We're going to hold the door.
You hold the door, yeah.
Look, I have to check you before you get in my car.
Go ahead,
please
ma'am.
Please don't kick me. Please don't do anything
I'm
violent.
not doing
okay?
shit to you. Just do it. Just shut the fuck up about
gotcha.
it. Just fucking do it. Ma'am, you have nothing to worry about. Shut the fuck up.
Sit back for me, please.
I'm sitting. What the fuck
I
am
got-
I gonna
listen.
do? Good for you, ma'am. Okay. Good for you.
Okay.
You have old gray hair, so I'm sure this is very easy for you.
She's undeniably fucked up.
Jenny went full Tasmanian devil, yelling at the cops, insulting co-workers, and hurling slurs at officers like it was a sport. Eventually, she earned herself a trip to the station with charges for aggravated battery, obstruction, property damage, and assaulting her manager. All that chaos just to end up unemployed and in handcuffs. Nice one, Jenny. As officers wrapped up their report on Jenny's outburst, another situation was taking shape, this time involving an employee who thought helping someone shoplift was just part of customer service.
I work full time. I take care of 2 kids. What are you thinking? I don't even want
On September 12th, 2022, a Sarasota officer responded to a theft call at Dollar General. Seemed like a petty shoplifting case, until it unraveled into a full-blown side quest.
I'm Andrew. I'm the loss prevention manager at Dollar General. So this is a high shrink store for us. We just had an inventory. So I'm required to come in here about every 60, 90 days to an audit. I've been out the last 6 weeks. I had hip replacement, so I was just here last week. And we found a situation, one of the associates, she's been doing transaction voids, allowing people to go through the self-checkout and then allowing them to leave with the merchandise after she voids it out. Okay.
Is she getting anything?
She says she's not. She says it's just a friend that she's trying to help out that she feels that he's taking advantage of her.
So there's someone else involved?
Yeah, she has a couple children. She is married. She has admitted to $10,000.
Over what time?
The last 9 months.
Is this Sally's beauty store?
That's all I have since June that I can prove. Okay. What I don't have is because this just got dropped on me a couple hours ago. I don't have all the video that corresponds with these dollar amounts, but we can get that and burn that. So you have all the video that corresponds with these dates and times. Yeah. So all these transactions, everything is highlighted. This is for you. At that time, $22.32 for $424.93.
Okay.
So just in the course of these 4 days, about $1,000.
So you've gone through and highlighted the ones that are involving her?
Yeah, the store manager's validated. He's verified them on video. She's been very cooperative.
Dollar General? Even worse. This is petty theft.
I was explaining the importance, because the store manager's only been here about 4 weeks. So he started going back and started looking at them. And he couldn't believe what he found after we just got done talking to us. So he started going back and digging for the last, since he got here.
Can I get the manager who verified on video? Is he working? Yeah. Can I get him to... Yes.
Turns out, Jessica wasn't just working the register, not for money, not out of fear, but because she just felt bad for him.
Hi. So these highlighted ones you verified.
I did them yesterday. I went through all of them.
Okay.
It's just today I had to remake it, so because I didn't want them to see it, and so I highlighted. I'll need to go through it again, double check.
Okay.
But most of them, they should be right because they're all the same time frame. You know, because it's always at 2200.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you seeing on the video? Are you seeing the same individual?
Same individual. Guy will come in at night and go through the self-checkout. She'll be in tandem with them. Void out the transaction, take the cart, walk out with it.
Okay. Can I get you to write a statement? I'm gonna grab a statement.
I thought she only racked up 1,000.
I don't know. That's going to be something where our detectives want to investigate more before. You guys cool with that?
Yeah, yep.
This is not a quick...
however you want to handle it.
I know you're already deep into it, so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go to my car.
No problem.
Jessica, hi. I'm Officer Belzer.
Can I close this?
Sure.
Or do you want?
Do you want to?
How'd you steal 10,000 from Dollar General?
So,
Yes.
you know why I'm here?
Yep.
I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, I don't know how this will play out.
Okay.
As far as, is this going to be a larger investigation that our detectives will handle, or
This is a
something
20-year
that
scheme.
I'm going to be arresting you, taking you to jail tonight?
I
Okay.
prefer not the latter, but...
Hate to break it to you, but you don't really get a say here. Now let's rewind and figure out why she did what she did.
Okay. So, having that in mind,
Okay.
your cooperation is important, obviously. And it seems like you've been cooperative so far.
Yes, sir.
You're not under arrest at this time.
I'd like to not be under arrest if possible.
Okay. I saw you wrote a statement that was on your own.
Yes.
Okay.
I was not forced to. It was completely of my own free will.
Okay. So, before I go any further in my investigation,
Yes, sir.
even though you're not under arrest, I'm going to read you your rights.
Okay.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk?
Well, to revoke my cooperation now is only going to make it look bad, so I guess.
Okay. How long have you worked here?
The company or the store particularly?
This store.
Jim was saying, I think, 9 months.
And what is your position here?
Assistant store manager.
At any time, have you stolen anything from the store or acted in a way to allow someone else to receive goods, services from this store?
Obviously, the latter is why you're here.
Okay. So, can you explain to me?
Unfortunately,
What
to
you-
my bleeding heart generosity for this person that's claiming to have been my friend and I'm like an adopted sister, I regretfully aborted transactions on the self-checkout for him and let him have it.
Do you know how many times this occurred?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I
How
was
about,
peer
do
pressured.
you know when it started?
I think the furthest back Jim told me he had was like August.
So you think this started in August?
Yes, sir. I believe he's correct. I have paperwork. I just have a memory.
How about how many times a week?
At least 2 times a week, maybe.
Okay. How was this arrangement set in place? Did you know they were coming to the store?
He was here almost every day I worked, under the guise of wanting to help me.
He
help me work around the store. And
Jessica definitely took going out of your way to help others a little too literally. She claimed it was just her way of helping someone in need. No money, no favors, not even a thank you card. She might have had good intentions, but stealing thousands of dollars in merchandise isn't exactly the best way to show compassion.
When would you know to abort the transaction? Did he ask you? Did he talk to you? Did he
He
send
asked
you a
me.
message?
he would ask me,
Okay, what would he say to you?
can you help me out with this? And I should just said,
Did you ever get anything in return from him?
No.
Did you ever abort a transaction that you kept for yourself?
no, sir.
So in the course of this, you never received anything in exchange for what you were doing. Do you want to identify this individual?
Do I have to identify him? I mean, you have his face plastered all over the camera right there.
This is part of the cooperating with us, and
Gotcha.
look, the course of where this goes
To help.
is going to depend on the
Oh my
information you're
God.
providing,
Yes, sir.
because this isn't as simple as you're taking something out of the store. Even though you didn't retain anything,
I still assisted in it.
and there's 2 people involved here, okay?
Yes, sir. Whatever I can do to help you.
It's
keep
only
me from having
gonna.
to-
I'm
having to
not
walk-
saying you're not gonna.
I'm sorry, but I might be biased. $1,000 of Dollar General. I'm sorry, I sound so fucking stupid. I sound so stupid.
No.
$1,000 worth of stuff from Dollar General. From like $500 at a time. And then she's saying she didn't get anything. I doubt that. I would. Obviously, they're going to interview the other guy. But before telling him anything she said, I would confirm that there wasn't an arrangement. Because this is not real. You think she's just stupid?
Be in trouble.
No, I know I'm going to be in trouble. Just to save
But-
me from having to be arrested is what I would like to avoid right now. I don't want to
Okay.
walk out here in cuffs. I
Yeah.
don't want you guys to have to escort me.
Well, I
was just-
can't guarantee that either. But the more information I have, we can be in help you out in that way. But
Same as Gene.
can you describe him?
6 foot something, 200 plus pounds, white male, balding.
Somehow, she wasn't
She hates
arrested
him.
right away. The
Why did
officer
she-
let her go
why did she-
pending an
why did she have to say
investigation, but that luck
balding?
ran out fast when the guy she
That's
was
me.
helping strolled right back into the store a few days later.
Are you Gene? Can you come over here so I can talk to you?
I guess I'm getting arrested because I don't even know what I did at Dollar General.
Okay. Do you have any ID on you?
Yes. I said, Trish, I'm getting arrested.
Are you talking to me or talking to the person on the phone?
I'm talking to the person on the phone. I'm talking to my mother.
Okay, do you mind talking to me first?
I'll call you back. Okay.
I was here earlier.
Yes.
Are suspected in several thefts.
How was I expecting a theft? I don't remember. I'm not aware of stealing anything because everything I know I get, I pay for.
Okay.
Like I just bought 3 loaves of bread.
Tonight?
Tonight. I have the receipt in the bag.
Okay. I'm not accusing you of anything right now.
Okay.
But previously.
I don't recall doing anything.
Okay. Do you know any of the workers here?
I know Jess. Actually, I know basically everybody that works here.
Here's the deal. I'm not arresting you.
Okay.
You are suspected in several thefts.
Okay.
It is being investigated.
Okay.
They do want to pursue charges.
Okay. I'm trespassed from coming in the store.
They don't want you here for a year. So on their behalf, I'm issuing you a trespass right now.
Okay, can I at least go in there and get my bread that I
Yeah,
got?
we'll let you take your bread that you paid for. All right. So here's the other thing. A detective is probably going to want to talk to you.
Okay.
So you told me you haven't done anything.
Not that I'm aware of, because I know everything. I have food stamps, and I work daily jobs, and I get paid for my daily job.
Okay, so if a detective wants to talk to you, how do they reach you? So you
I can give you my
clarify
phone
this.
number.
Okay.
Honestly, my honest opinion, I don't like you guys. I hate you guys with a passion.
What the fuck?
People do. So just keep in mind.
Don't come on the property. Don't
No. We already talked about that. So when a detective comes to talk to you, it would benefit you ultimately to talk to them.
To not
Okay, I know
say
you don't
that.
want to talk to me right now. You don't
say
like
that.
the police.
I will do that.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I do not, officer.
Bitch, you do not have to like the
Have a good
police.
day.
You're free to go. All right?
Thanks, man. Take care of yourself.
Once officers spoke to suspect number 2, the final piece clicked. So they did what any good detectives would do. They paid Jessica a return visit.
What happened? No idea.
Is it because of my former job?
It's scheme to defraud warrant.
It's just...
So you have a warrant.
She has 2 kids in the back.
Okay.
Wait, what's going on?
Like I said, we can do this over here as long as she cooperates. I'll explain it to you in a second,
Please.
okay?
Are you kidding me?
So you know what this is about then?
Yes.
I told you to be honest with me.
I didn't know how to tell you without you being mad at me.
Right.
Should I
She lied to her
somebody
boyfriend.
What are you doing?
Here's the thing, I don't know what the case entails,
Bro,
but it's a scheme to defraud. That's
Okay.
all I know. All I know is what the charge is. I don't know what the case entails or the specifics like that. She can probably tell you more than I could. So.
You was told you wasn't gonna. Okay, what the f is this secret bullshit you got running, bro? With 2 kids here, I'm running
What's a heart
company,
attack?
and you do what in God's name is happening right
So
now?
you guys are gonna have to get it worked out at some point. What are we gonna do with the children? Are you guys together?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
man, for 9 years, bro. What the
9 years?
Hey, are these both of your guys' kids?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hang on. So where are you guys gonna take her?
To the SSO jail.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Why you think you in handcuffs? To not
I
go
was
to jail?
told that I was not going to be arrested if I was cooperative, and I have been nothing
You have
but.
an active warrant, so apparently at some point you might have not been in cooperation.
I didn't know I had an active
She
warrant.
worked as the manager of the store, though. I don't know any of this weird shady shit that's happening right here. Look, military family, law enforcement family. What are you doing?
I wanted to handle those before it really.
Handle it how? By not saying
I wanted to get it taken care of so you didn't have to get involved.
What the f? Like these dudes out here ain't shit, bro.
Hey,
I know.
I gotta confirm the warrant too. So like I said, give me a second
Please
if you
do
want
what you
to
can,
hang
bro.
out with the kids.
She
I'll
got
give you.
Okay, let me get this right. She's been with her boyfriend for 9 years. They have 2 kids. She risked her job. She risked her job and getting arrested by voiding out another random dude's transactions worth $10,000. Worth $10,000. That's fucking insane.
Chance to talk to her before we leave, okay?
Is it nothing that you can do?
There's an active warrant signed by a judge. There's nothing I can do. I can take her to jail and then maybe they can release her depending on what the bond is. Stand up here real quick.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
I don't
are.
want to go.
I don't care.
Don't do this.
After we're
Please.
done with this,
Please.
you're going to your mom.
Please.
I'm running a business.
I really-
I work full time. I take care of 2 kids, and you got cops out here out of my house. I bought you that vehicle. I have mine. And that one in the yard. What are you thinking?
Let me talk, please. The detective told me, the one that's investigating said that he wasn't going to arrest me.
All right, so there's an active warrant in the system.
I gained nothing from it. I was just trying to help somebody out and it backfired.
Like I said, I don't know the specifics about the case. I never read the PCA, but that's what the arrest warrant said.
I could have had this fixed if you said something.
I didn't know.
I'm sure she's got a lot of explaining to do, but that's between.
Wait a damn second. Wait a damn minute. He could have had this fixed. Wait a damn minute. Did we understand that correctly? Wait a damn minute. Law enforcement family. And he could have had it fixed. And she didn't tell him. Well, I'll be. What a development. My. Okay, let's continue and see. Hi, Broccoli, how are you? She didn't gain anything from it. Yeah, she probably thinks she's a saint. Like, she should have paid for it.
I'm not hearing anything, bro. I'm done with that.
So, but the detective told her that he wouldn't write the warrant as long as she cooperated.
Yeah, she was probably afraid to tell me anything.
It is a felony, so I mean, it's over $10,000 in product or whatever. So
$10,000 in product?
Yep.
Are you kidding
over
me?
$10,000 total. I don't know if that's product and cash or whatever, or how that's split up, but it's over $10,000 total.
Okay.
I don't know what her bond's going to be yet, but once, like I said, once she gets processed in, she can make a phone call. I mean, I can look it up right now and see if there is a bond on there. So let me see if I can find it.
It's what?
So the bond's only $1,500, so it's $150 to bond her out.
Okay, I have that. So. Can I bond her out now? Okay.
As soon as she gets processed in.
Okay.
You can call the jail and let her know, give them her information.
Okay.
And they'll let you know how to handle that.
3 vehicles, a house, 2 kids. I work all the time.
I wish I could explain it to you better, but that's all I got for you.
God couldn't even explain it to us, bro. It's all good. Y'all take care, man.
She's like, I don't know.
It's all good.
Hey, best of luck to you. I'm sorry the kids had to be out there. I tried to do it away from them.
I have no feelings, but thanks for being professional, man. My name is James, bro. What's your name?
Brian.
Brian? All right, thank you. I'll be down there in an hour.
Okay.
Jessica was taken to the station and charged with scheme to defraud. Her bond was set at $150, which ironically is a lot less than what the stolen goods were worth. Over 10 grand in Dollar General inventory. Jessica lost her job trying to help someone walk out the door. The next woman, she got arrested for refusing.
To be fair, I take back what I said. I don't think she gained anything from that. I think she was just actually helping that guy out. But like, he didn't ask for that, and she didn't have to
walk through one. On April 3rd, 2023, airport security was called to deal with a female employee who, for reasons still unknown to mankind, had decided to cause a full-blown scene at the security checkpoint. And from the second they arrived, it was pretty clear this wasn't going to be a quick chat and a warning.
She came through the door, cafeteria ID. She's had it done for sure. This is the third time I told her, hey, you gotta have it on the outside of your shirt. Set him to doing badges and bags, to do a badge verification and checking badge. She asked why. I said, and I tried to explain to her again, because it seems like every time we have to explain to her why we're going through the bag. She goes, well, check the bag.
What's going on? You wanna come talk to me, ma'am? You wanna come talk to me?
I'm trying to get to work. I got
Yeah, you gotta abide by the rules of the airport. So why are you doing that?
I don't understand. I walked in here.
You don't understand what?
I walked in here. He sweating me. I don't know what he's
Do you have your B&A badge? Why would you do that?
Because I can. Freedom of speech.
Now, going through airport security is a standard process. Everyone does it, but not her. She turned it into a personal protest, argumentative, defiant, and acting like TSA was out to ruin her day.
Ma'am, I need to see your B&A badge.
Right here.
Well, then get it out. Get it out. Let me have it. Let me have it.
Put it on the outside of your shirt.
I ain't done nothing to nobody.
Oh my fucking god. Telling an officer, you're just gonna have to take me down. What? That turnstile is so useless.
Nobody's trying to get to work and he sweat me.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah. All I do is get ready to go to work and there he is, man. You got everything. You see my name and everything. What you gonna do? Take me down?
Is all this stuff hers or what?
That's my stuff.
Why you got so many keys? Why you got so many cars?
She's got
cars.
Because I want to buy them. I want to buy them. I bought them. Leave me alone. What you gonna do? What you gonna do now? Now what? You're lying. My badge is right here. You're lying.
Why did she post up to... Why did she post up to the cop like that? What the fuck? Her little... She's 5'1". Wait, no, that's generous. She's 4'9". She's 4'9", okay? The top of her head reaches the body camera, okay?
He's trying to get to work and he sweat me.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Okay, look.
All I do is get ready to go to work and there he is, man. You got everything. You see my name and everything. What you gonna do? Take me down?
Is all this stuff hers or what?
That's my stuff.
Why you got so many keys?
Why
you got so many cars?
Because I want to buy them. I want to buy them.
We are almost level with her. And body cameras, you know where body cameras are. Body cameras are like low on the chest, okay? She's 4'9". She is overcompensating. What's happening here? Why is she acting like this?
My bottom? Leave me alone. What you gonna do? What you gonna do now? Now what? You're lying. My badge is right here. You're lying. My cousin was a detective. I will get him on y'all ass. I was cleaning up. I will get my cousin on
Why are you acting this way?
Because y'all with me. This is the third time I came to come here on my job, so I'm late all the time. Because y'all motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
The officers, to their credit, kept their cool. They explained the rules, gave her space to comply, and even let her talk a lot. But it didn't take long to realize she had no intention of listening. Instead, she kept going, like her mouth had its own engine and didn't come
she's just
with
like
brakes.
I need you to be in advance.
What you gonna do with it?
It's the airport's property, okay? That means we need to give it so we can conduct our investigation.
So what? I ain't done nothing. All I did was walk through here. I ain't done nothing, man.
Well, you're not...
Everybody's subject to a search whenever they come through here. It says that when you do...
Okay, I ain't been going through this. All of a sudden, I've been through it 3 times. What?
Anytime they're standing here, you're subject to that. And it says it in your test when you take your DNA test.
Put it on news camera, whatever they're gonna do.
It's just really...
One day, KoKo is gonna be very defensive of the person in the video, and her doxing will be complete. She didn't do anything wrong.
Worth losing your job over?
I'm behind her. I stand behind her.
Ask yourself that at the end of the day. Because that's going to be the end result. You're going to lose your job over this, okay? Nobody's doing anything to you any different than anybody else. There'll be another employee that'll come in right behind you and they're going to be subject to the same search. So before you keep talking, ask yourself, is this worth losing your job? Okay, hand me the badge, please.
No.
Is it worth it? Being tough like this? Is it worth it?
I haven't done it.
Okay, exactly.
By now, any hope of resolving things peacefully had gone out the terminal doors.
Hi,
Despite
Marlon.
every attempt to reason with her, she wouldn't budge.
Can you tell me what your end goal is here? What are you looking to have happen?
Yeah.
Be a successful woman.
Well, I appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's what happens. As you know, for everybody's safety in the airport, they gotta have that badge. Right. But you need that badge to work, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens is they have to do a little paperwork.
Dumb assholes. Y'all assholes. Like,
But they gotta got to do paperwork to allow you to work. If they can't, listen to me.
I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing.
Let me know when you're done talking. Let me know when you're done talking.
I ain't done nothing at all.
Are you done talking?
You done talking?
No, I'm not.
What the fuck is
the officers
happening?
realized that standing there was
What the
pointless.
fuck is
No
going
amount
on?
of patience was going to fix this. So they went with plan B, the one they've been
She's
warning
pregnant.
her about since the beginning.
All y'all ugly mother.
Oh, if I get arrested, though, I'm not gonna resist. But I do have freedom of speech. And I will be saying, oh, y'all ugly motherfuckers.
No.
Old, dry skin, ugly. What's happening?
Y'all my money. I can't believe y'all ugly.
I can't believe how ugly. I can't believe how ugly y'all are. This is
Yo, some of them.
I should get a job just to have a public freak out.
Last chance.
And then I'll be famous on YouTube.
You're gonna go to jail. Give me your being disorderly. Look what you're doing. You're causing a scene.
You're going to jail for what? Glasses indoors. Period. Period, Your Honor. Lock her up. Lock her up. Glasses indoors? Lock her up.
Y'all ain't got no money, man. Give me my shit.
No, because if I got arrested, I would just start lying. I'd be like, and that's why I have 13 cars and you don't.
Shit, give me my shit so I get the
I'll give you your stuff.
Give me my shit.
Back up.
You ain't no business touching me. All over the Eastern Stars, motherfucker. My shit. Give me my stuff.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
Give me my stuff.
Go.
Why y'all doing
Do not resist.
Why she
Do not
stands
resist.
up?
She was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct. And
Yeah, are you
honestly,
kidding?
from someone who worked at an airport, she really didn't grasp the concept of knowing when to take off. While this
crying.
woman turned a TSA checkpoint
Unemployed
into
noises.
a shouting match, this employee was quietly turning Home Depot into his own personal warehouse. On
What?
June 21st, 2023, Florida police were called to a Home Depot after reports that one of the employees had turned the place into his own personal supply warehouse, helping himself to over $10,000 worth of goods in under a week.
Okay.
We're talking
Okay,
wood.
Wait a second. Wait. Under a week is a new record. But if there's one thing that I noticed in these videos, is that if you steal less than $10,000, I think they'll let you get away. I think they'll let you rack it up. I think they'll let you rack it. Like, you could probably quit. Let's just order 13. Like, no, needless to say, he like sped run getting like arrested. Credit card, thousands in goods. Imagine.
Tools, batteries, and yes, even a box of candy bars.
Fuck.
Because why not commit grand theft and satisfy your sweet tooth in one go?
He felt invincible. I don't think they'll let you off, but it might be hard to notice anything under 10K. Yeah, we have to get to 9,999 and 99 cents.
I just saw you detained at the manager's office. I'm walking my way over there now.
Bossman, I'm right outside the office. Here's my manager right here.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
When the officer arrived, he was greeted by the store's loss prevention officer, who had already pieced together how the scam worked. And it wasn't subtle.
Actually, the department supervisor. On May 17th, when we first found out, he was actually watching an external person going out with merchandise and saw that the department supervisor was there when he walked out. So I was like, leave him alone. That's weird because if he's standing there, how come he didn't check receipt and confirm that that merchandise was paid for? Roll back video and confirm that not only did he let him go out with unpaid merchandise, that he helped him select merchandise. Watched him place power tools in between the lumber, hide it. We have it on video, hide it in between. Let the roll-up door up, and let the guy walk out.
Which is not a regular exit. That's an exit just to load up.
Like deliveries.
Turns out our crafty employee had been teaming up with someone who looked just like another shopper. But that customer, his own son. Together, they load up carts with high-value items, and the son would stroll right on out through a restricted area while Dad looked at the...
Nano said $10,000 at Home Depot is like 2 wrench sets. Is that true? Is that true?
Other way.
No, I just started. You're right. Nah, man, I just started smoking cigarettes.
Hey, smooth, except for the part where they were caught.
Right.
Every number.
Hello, sir.
Every number.
How are you? What's your name? Huh? Same, right? Okay. Alright. Listen, the company want to press charges. Okay. So this is what I need you to do. You have any knife or anything on you right now? Just don't reach for anything. I'm asking. Do you have anything on you? Yes. Okay. Stand up. Put your hands on the wall.
I have a revolver.
Oh. Pon las manos en la pared. Arriba. No te vayas a mover, okay? Okay. We're gonna take this.
Oh my God. They're all Cuban. This is Florida. That's why their accent is different. Pon la mano arriba. They're about to sound like Iron Mouse. Mama huevo. She's Puerto Rican. That's fucking that's close enough.
You guys want the teacher?
A picture?
No, the teacher. The teacher is yours? No. This is yours. Whatever is yours, you want it? IDs?
No.
Nothing? Okay. Okay. Alright, brother. Give me your hand. Dame tu mano. Vírate de espalda.
No, güey.
Escúchame lo que te estoy diciendo. Vírate, dame las manos.
Vírate.
Te estoy diciendo que te vires y me des la mano. Hey. Listen to me. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Pon las manos atrás. Pon las manos atrás, te voy a meter un teizazo.
He didn't just say he would tase him. He would give him a teizazo. A teizazo. That's definitely not a fucking word. That's definitely not a word, by the way. Te voy a dar un teizazo. Un teizazo. Hold up, I gotta look this up. Pon la mano, te doy un teizazo. How to say taser in Spanish? Taser. Okay, how to say tase in Spanish? Te voy a electrocutar. Basically, you have to say, I'm gonna electrocute you. Voy a usar un taser. Te voy a tasear. He could have said, te voy a tasear, right? Which is like, I'm gonna tase you. But instead, he gave him the aso at the end. You know, like, putazo, teizazo. Te voy a dar un teizazo. He put seasoning on that shit. He gave it the oomph. You know what I'm saying? He's going like, he's probably gonna bring up Broly next.
Pon las manos atrás. Pon las manos atrás. Oye, pon las manos atrás, te voy a meter con este.
Golazo, exactly. Golazo,
Lo más empujarte, Ale.
Esto es una injusticia, loco. Es una injusticia, hermano.
When the officer finally confronted the mastermind, the guy had the nerve to call it crazy injustice. Bold words from someone who basically did a 5-finger discount worth 10 grand. He was taken in, booked, and sent home with 12 months of probation, which, considering the haul, is about as close to a free pass as you can get. Meanwhile, his son and another accomplice were also charged, because nothing brings a family together quite like organized organized retail theft.
That's us! That's us! Well, not retail theft. We're doing like, what's worse, grand larceny? Okay, friends that do crimes together, stay together. We stay together. Oh, you guys, I want to stay. I want to stay. I want to stay and watch more videos, but I think I'm going to go lay down. Alright, hold on. I don't think I can. I don't think I can talk anymore. So, I'm thinking that I go and lay down. I had a lot of fun hanging out. What gets them into trouble is that they get away with it once. And they start feeling invincible. Like, bro had the balls to be like, this is injustice. That's all, thank you. Thank you, my loves, I appreciate you so much. We still have a packed schedule. I am not giving up. You son of a bitch. I won't be giving up. No one's gonna keep me down. No one's gonna keep me down. Look, I almost sound normal. No one's gonna keep me down. Tomorrow we're doing horror VR. We'll see how good that goes. Because I actually don't know. We're gonna try horror VR. I actually don't know. I don't know how I'm going to be loud enough for the microphone to catch me while I play VR. Just rest. Now, I'll let you know tomorrow. You'll scream and shout out your pipes. I will. I will. Please keep in mind. I will let you guys know tomorrow. If we can feel better, we're gonna play horror VR. If not, I think we're gonna rest. Back schedule. Wednesday sleep, Thursday recovery. Okay. I love you guys so very much. I will see you. I may or may not see you tomorrow. Okay? Remember to be good, be kind, and make good choices. I'm gonna send you guys away. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. Soap just went offline right before my eyes. Okay? I was gonna write soap, save your soap, and then she went offline right before my eyes. That confirms it. Was it sound? Thought it'd been KoKo saying bye bye. No, that's not. No, the bye bye sound. No, Otto-san! Otto-san! Otto-san, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Otto. I'm leaving you. Otto-san, I'm reaching through the screen to touch our fingertips together. It's like I miss you every time. Just a little bit. Every time I almost get to see you. It's like there's a piece of glass between us. And we will never get to meet. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send you some. Hold on. Okay, bye. Bye. Actually, we could just hang out. Okay. We have... No. More screeching. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cancel tomorrow's stream. But we'll see. Kiki's playing Dragon Age. Woogie is playing Water Park Simulator. And Astra is playing Pokemon Legends. Where do you guys want to go? Pokemon, Water Park, or Dragon Age? Tell me. Tell me. Kiki. Okay. Tomorrow she'll just squeak. Alright, fuck you guys. I love you. Goodbye. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Be good. Good. You too. I'll try and find a home. I'll try and find a home for you. Hold on.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye, Twitch. Okay. Let's see. Bye bye. Who is on YouTube? Oh, Arissa. Alright, go to Arissa. I need to follow more people.
Bye bye.
Where do you want? Yeah, there's Cottontail and Arissa. I'm gonna take you to Arissa. Okay, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.